Hi there, in this video today we're going to try and repair a levitating trainer display. So the idea is you get one trainer and then you put it into this machine and it's supposed to levitate and gently spin around. So you can display your trainer levitating around. Obviously it's faulty. I bought it from eBay for £40, but this thing looks brand new. So this is faulty straight from the manufacturer. So let's take it apart and see if we can find out what is wrong with it. It could be just a power supply issue. Anyway, look, it should be 12 volts, 2 amps. Let's plug this straight in and fingers crossed it won't be this. Right, so I'm on DC voltage here. Please, 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 please don't be this. Come on. Yes, brilliant, we got 12 volts, fantastic. Oh, I'm so happy. I don't care what's wrong with the item, I just didn't want it to be as boring as a power supply problem. So 12.2 volts, so that is going to be okay. Maybe under load it's going to suffer, but I can't imagine this thing having a huge amount of load in it. Right, let's bring it over to the blue mat and let's see if we can work out what's going on. First of all, we have to work out how to get into this thing. It just made a not very nice noise when I pressed that in there. Yes, so oh, here we go, we've got screws everywhere. Also looks like we've got some sort of speaker or something here. Well, fan maybe, fan, yeah. Ah, well, the trainers do spin around, so yeah, that must be it there. You see the tiny little hole? It must blow air on the trainers to make it spin. What a really, really unusual product. Anyway, blue mat time. Now, do I think this is going to be easy or hard? I'm probably going to jinx it, but I think it's going to be easy, because I don't think anybody's been in here. And I can't see it being anything too complicated. There's obviously going to be some electromagnet type thing in there and a whole bunch of LEDs. So unless of course there's some driver board, and if the chip on that's failed then it might be troublesome. Now I did plug it in, it's not doing anything. So if I plug this in here, it should, I presume there should be some lights or something. We have a little remote control here. If I press the button you can see that the light's lighting up. But there's nothing when I press on, there's nothing happening when I point it around here. Let's just double check the battery in here. And we've got 3.1 volts there. So that's a brand new battery, so that's definitely okay. Right, so we know it's not a remote problem. Let's open this up and see what's happening on the inside. So we've got a load of crosshead screws. I think I'm going to undo them from all around so we can have a good look to see what's happening. Right, so that's that. You can see once I take that cover off there, it'd be nice and clean underneath. I'm just going to pop that on the floor. So that's the top bit there. So we've got some kind of magnet thing going on there. We won't worry about that just yet. Let's. There is a board. There is a board here. So it could be a problem with the chips on that. That would be annoying. I think really we need to get to this power thing and trace it from there going in. So let's undo the screws here, and we might be able to find out what's wrong. Slightly worried because we have, you can see that there's like a plastic thing just here, yeah, just here, but also there's another one further up, and yet there's no screws on that one, so I don't know how this is supposed to come off unless it's glued on there. Oh, maybe it's oh, it's sellotaped on. I'll tell you what, let's take this out. Can I take this out or not? No, that's all going to be stuck. I'd rather not. But you can see all the LEDs there. And there's a fan, a DC brushless fan it says. And I can see a little bit of adhesive just here. So I know now I have to pry it up. Can you see adhesive here? So let's just pry it. There we go. Excellent. Right, okay. Well, I haven't bent that. That's all right. Right now, what have we got? We've got a power jack down here, so I've got to check the soldering on that. It's not that easy to get into. Then that goes up to the fan and goes up to the electromagnet as well. Could it be just something with the power jack, I wonder? Let's see if I can take this out here. There we go, that makes it much easier. Right, what have we got? Ah, oh really? Really? Can you see what's wrong? How how, I promise you I haven't opened this up. What, why, how would that have happened? Was that just straight from the manufacturer that they forgot to plug that in? Or did it become disconnected? Right, let's see. So if that goes around here, is there a right and wrong way to do it? So it fits in that way, but it also fits in that way. Well, that's a bit annoying. So now, how am I going to know? Well, actually, it tells me here. No, RGB LED. How am I going to know which that's positive and negative? How am I going to know what's what on this thing here? We just have a little arrow on there, but that doesn't mean anything to me. You see here, there's a little arrow. Just there. Is it going to matter, or would it just not work? Okay, I didn't notice whilst filming, but it's quite obvious now. You can see the arrow on the black connector and you can see an arrow on the white LED controller. You just have to line up the arrows to each other and then you know you've got it the correct way. Plug it in. There we go. There we go. We've got our flashing lights now. Let's turn it on and off. That's it. Right. So it was this thing here, this LED controller wasn't plugged in. Watch this. You put this in here like so. This is a super strong magnet. When that sticks to there, you don't want to have your fingers trapped in that. And you're supposed to use this spacer. Now I haven't weighed these. I need to put weights in. But look, when I put the spacer here, listen. There, can you hear? The fan's kicked in. Now, but if I put if I pull the spacer away, it goes right to the top and they break again. So it needs to be kind of about an inch below before the fan will kick in and before it starts working. Right, let's pop it back together. Ta-da! Levitating Sun's Nike Air Jordan. A bit muddy on the sole, but you get the idea. And when you give it a little spin, it keeps on spinning because we have a little bit of air being shoved out of that bit there. So watch this now. If I give it a little spin, it should keep on going. You can see there, it is levitating. There's no, you see my fingers are in here now. Yeah. If you were to have a power cut, your favourite trainers are not going to die because I'm going to pull out the back here. Watch. Boom. They just get sucked right up to the top. So that's kind of nice, isn't it? Right, let's put it onto a nice, let's go onto blue. It does all these different things, modes, where it circles through all different ones and you can speed it up and do different brightnesses and stuff, but let's just leave it on blue. Now, so we've got this here. You're supposed to use this little spacer to aid yourself. The small part of the magnet has to go up the top. It's a very strong magnet. And then you put this up here, and then basically, I just kept trying to pull this out and it will just stick straight up the top. But if you get it just right, if you kind of use your thumb there to stop it sticking, sometimes it will work. No, you see it's stopped there. So I find it's probably easier without this. So I'm just going to put it down now. There you go. It's making that weird noise. It's like going, and now it will levitate. So I made that look really easy, but it took me ages to do that to begin with. So there we have it. What a nice novelty product and an extremely easy fix. Just shows you can still get bargains and easy fixes on eBay. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.